How you guys doing?
Tony.
Good, man. How you doing?
How are you,
Good
Tony?
to see you, Dave. Again, it's good. Ike, it's great to see you. Zoe, wow.
Hi.
Zoe, wow.
Well,
Wow.
it's a wow.
Zoe Chao, more like Zoe Wow.
There you go.
Hey,
What a funny series. By the way, I'll start with Zoe. Wow. Do you have chances to ad lib? I mean, is there that type of freedom going on?
Oh yeah. I mean, Chris assembled some of the best improvers in the world, and there was a lot of going off piste during this process, and it was really hard to keep a straight face. And a lot of it made it into the final cut. But yeah, Chris Miller made such a fun cast or created such a fun cast, and then just let us rip.
Like as this story progresses, I mean, this is like Vantage Point, only really funny.
Yes.
It's
like Rashomon if there was a lot of diarrhea.
Yeah, well, there you go. I mean, and I said that when Rashomon came out, it needs more diarrhea. I think Dune needed a little more diarrhea too, but that's a whole different conversation.
Yeah, I mean, oh, sorry, you were going to say?
There's that correlation, but I think the comedy in this really made us understand perception better too. It really works hand in hand, the script and how it talks about perception.
Yeah, it's funny. I was very lucky that I got to read and kind of present Brett's episode kind of earlier on in the kind of earlier tranche of stuff, because it lets you kind of see why this guy is exhibiting such kind of bad, toxic behavior and why he's doing incredibly stupid things, and so the audience can kind of see that. And then it gives me more permission to be dumber and dumber throughout the course of the story.
And then we have Dave Franco. Then we have Dave Franco as Xavier, who, is that's such a great character to play. I bet you must have had a ball doing it.
It was a really, really fun time. It's a character that is so ridiculous that there's no line that I couldn't cross. And so it just gave me freedom to just go nuts. And on top of that, they gave me the opportunity to kind of sing professionally for the first time in my life. And that was a terrifying prospect, but I was surrounded by people who, the best songwriters and producers and all those people, where they made it easy on me and they made me sound a lot better than I actually do.
I think you sounded great, by the way.
Thank you.
I think there's an album coming. Just don't get in front of Simon Cowell and you'll be fine.
Not planning on it.
Ike, you've been involved with, edgy television, back in the day with Mad TV and all of that.
Sure.
I think Apple TV and these streaming services, there are no limits now, and that seems to be really good.
Yeah, it's funny. I spent such a long part of my career really worried, trying to make sure we were not getting kind of dinged by standards and practices, and really kind of trying to fit that kind of older model, which still exists and is great, but it is really freeing to be in an atmosphere, which is really what Chris Miller gave us, where we can kind of say whatever we want. And, some things are dirtier than others. Some things are crazier than others, but to be able to not have so many restrictions is definitely nice.
So in our final seconds, what do you think audiences are going to take away from the after party?
I think hopefully they latch onto this idea that the series embraces, that, everybody sees the world differently. We're all the protagonists of our own story. And
Yeah.
That's
Zoe,
what I think.
Zoe, wow.
Wow, Zoe.
Wow.
Zoe, wow.
Guys, come on out to Utah. Please come out to Utah. And
I love Salt Lake. I did a movie there.
Okay, Tony.
Yeah, we're back.
Thank
Tony,
you
love it.
so much,
Thank you,
man.
Bubba.